I believe this is the first book to connect communication difficulties with previously unappreciated developmental conflicts that senior adults must work through as they near the end of their lives. I approach aging from my personal experience and that of others as it has been related to me. I have developed strategies that make sense from my experience, not from academic studies. One way I present information is to relate compelling stories about situations we all face. How am I going to relate to this elderly person in my life? How can I make our conversations more meaningful? I hope this information provides insight about what's happening in the tugs of war and verbal battles I've had with my family and clients. From these situations, I hope to convey a new way to think about this person and what may be driving difficult behavior, fussiness, attention to detail, or the repetitive nature of conversations. I've attempted to create a scenario, discuss the dynamic, and offer action points that may be useful in similar situations. Most of the unsettling behavior of older people is the result of developmental tasks operating quite intensely in a world that is hostile to them. If we were still living in a communal society, we would revere our elders, and their legacies would emerge in a formal way. Control would not be an issue because they would be supported in dealing with their losses, loss being the reason they're so focused on retaining control. Further, we would have learned the skills needed to facilitate their legacy search. But we've ripped elders, a term of respect, out of our vocabulary. Now they're just old, and they have to fight to express their age-appropriate desires in a culture that does not understand what their desires are, nor what is truly motivating their behavior. If we learn how to nourish our elders developmentally, much the way parents learn how to guide the younger generation, then we open up a rich lode of experience from which we can draw. And that older person will be remembered in exactly the way he or she wants to be. This book shows us how we can change the nature of our relationship with our elders, to mine the richness they possess with just a few words. These words may not always work, but if we don't give up, just as we'd never give up on the younger generation, things start to shift into a different and very rewarding gear. Communication is a skill. If we ask the right questions, we'll get meaningful answers. In order to ask those questions, we need to use language that connects and allows the person to reveal secrets. Contained in those secrets are the nuggets that suggest legacy. If we minimize or dismiss this process, we lose credibility with that person. We also lose the sense of our own integrity. Knowing that this legacy task exists is half the battle. Facilitating it is what this book addresses.